Well, what's going on, fellow zombies? Are we alive yet? Are we awake yet? It's only 9:19 in the morning, West Coast time. We ought to be alive or awake yet. Let's watch the 22nd 2024. Shall we talk politics? This was interesting when I was watching on the corporate media, or actually I call it CNN or MSNBC. It's still the same thing. Because what they were showing was more dysfunction in the House of Representatives. Now they've got another partial bill being passed to fund a few things, not to mention keeping the government alive up until hopefully the end of the term. And there was another voice out there saying that no, we don't want this because it's got too many crap in there, and we didn't get 72 hours. And yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene again. So yeah, right after the thing passes, she goes outside and screams her head off at this point over here and yelling and no, this is not right. This is we got this. And then God, there she goes off the mouth. We're gonna get rid of Mike Johnson. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. I didn't have a chance to get it on the floor just yet. I just filed it, but I didn't get a chance to get it noticed. No, because they just ended it. As soon as they had the bill passed, they keep the government funded and a few other programs going. Speaker just shut it down. So they got 2 weeks. 2 weeks to deal with their constituency, 2 weeks of hearing it from everybody else. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is just going to be belly aching about this damn thing left and right. She's going to get rid of Mike Johnson. She says she's got support. Well, from what the other people are saying, no, she doesn't. So we're going to go through another speakership thing while we're in an election year, while these government programs are needed, and they're playing head games. They had border bill by the Republicans or the Trumplican Party, and they killed it. They killed their own bill because they didn't get a win for Biden. Because Biden's going to sign it, that's a win for him. No, they don't want to do that. They want to wait for Trump. We got aid bill for Ukraine. I don't care about Ukraine because it's a win for Biden. It's his signature. No, they don't want to do that. Anything that it comes across Biden's desk, they didn't want, the Trumplican Party. So they're going to bitch and gripe about to everybody else, but they don't take accountability or transparency or responsibility. This is the current Congress level we've got right now. This is what it is. So how are we supposed to deal with that one? How are we supposed to deal with it? As I said before, I'll blame the voters. Because you voted, voters, these dumbass people in here who are doing these dumbass things and paralyzing our government. You bought the line. You bought a hook, line, and suckered. But democracy is putting a faith and trust in a system and in people. And if they happen to lose your faith and trust, of course you can blame the people who you voted in. But the thing is, they're going to be blaming everybody else because they don't want to take responsibility for it, and you voted them in. You really didn't push them hard enough on these candidates to see whether or not they're actually going to be following this particular line or not. And if they were going to be towing the line, how come they weren't fighting for it left and right? No, because they're out for their own damn things. I mean, they say it's a Congress is like the ultimate money thing. Money, 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 money. You know what got to me every so often? Watching Congress mutate. They always wanted more money. Oh, we're too damn poor. We need more money, 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 money. We need a pay raise. We need a pay raise. We need a pay raise. What is another pay raise? We need more money. Money, 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 money. What, these assholes never wanted to live in any other place but mansions or ranches or anything else like that? They don't have that stuff in Washington, D.C., but maybe the rent is so damn high, maybe they do need a funding for that one. But they use taxpayer money for their crap, and not to mention they have to keep using the taxpayer money crap to support their own offices, plus fundraising all the damn time for the next election cycle. See, the thing is regarding the House of Representatives, it's a 2-year cycle for these guys. Every 2 years, they're supposed to be running for their jobs. Senate is every 6 years. So every 2 years, we have new representatives coming in, but every 6 years, we have senators being either reelected or we got a new senator replacing an old one. State of California, we had 4 contenders before our primary election. Now we got 2 contenders running for it in the general election. So we'll see what happens on that one and whether or not our state's going to be adequately represented or not. Because the next seat we got for the Senate is probably in the next general election 4 years from now. Dianne Feinstein's, God rest her soul, passed away last month. Actually, not last month, but I believe last year. And it devastated us. We had to get a replacement. We were running on just one senator for California. So this particular election cycle is supposed to be putting someone in. Maybe until we get another election cycle in here to replace one or both of them. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. But concerning about Marjorie Taylor Greene and her mouth at this point. She wants this, she wants that, she wants to bring back America the way it was. That's good, fine, pie in the sky, theoretical. Realistically speaking, it ain't happening. There had never been a time in our American history that we actually had pie in the sky and everything was golden and perfect. I don't know where the hell she keeps coming up with this damn bullshit. But the rest of the conservatives are still thinking like it's going to happen this way. They're going to get everything they wanted. I mean, every time there was a Republican charge and trying to get control of the House, that's what they wanted. They want everything their way, and they couldn't get it their way. Because you always had the Senate blocking them. And if there was a Senate Democrats blocking them left and right, oh yeah, we had contention. But that's how the system works. It's not a perfect system, and it wasn't made to be a perfect system. It was only made to be a system for other people to log jam things, but to get things done because they had to compromise a lot of things. Compromise is the name of the game. See in the gray area, see what the hell we need, and vote for that damn shit. Problem is, it's not happening. Especially when they want it their way and they think it's Burger King. Or any other fast food place that they can get a special order going for their bills. We want it our way. And then they get voted down. It's like, no! That's it. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. The speakership. Oh, and this is the thing about last year. When Kevin McCarthy was taking control of this particular Congress here, in order to get the speakership away from the Democratic, transferring power from Nancy Pelosi into the next Republican, McCarthy was making so many damn dirty deals at this point over here. The one condition he put in there dooms every damn representative who wants their speakership. The one vote. Which means, if I am the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and I happen to be a Republican at this point. Sorry, I'm a Trumplican at this point. Okay. I'm a Trumplican at this point. I don't like to deal with liberals, and I don't like to deal with Democrats. I just like to deal with Trumplicans at this point over here. So we have a problem concerned about our country and the world going hell in a handbasket, not to mention our country that needs to get money to move on. Well, I don't know about that. But I had to get these things done because it has to be shown on camera that we have a functional government. Not really. I want more power. I want more, but I'm not getting it. And Trump is not supporting me at this point over here, me being one of his followers. So now I still need a working government at this point over here. We're coming up election cycle, and my job's at stake. So what do? I have to work with these guys across the while over here. Oh, but my own party doesn't like me to do that, do they? No, they don't. So now I gotta work with these idiots over here. But they're willing to support me to get this bill passed because we need a functional government. I'd rather not have a functional government. I'd rather have dysfunctional governments. I like the chaos. I like the confusion. But we can't have that. We need appearances here in the Congress. And then there's this woman over here freaking me out left and right. I want the speakership. I want the power.
I want it all. I'm willing to sell out my soul for it. Are you kidding me? So I'll go over to this place, and this person, and this person. I gotta do what? One vote? One vote? You mean one person can actually kick me out of office? Fine, I'll shake hands with the devil over here. And now, I'll be voted in Speaker of the House. Now I get the vote. It took me about how many days? It took me about 4 or 5 days, but now I get the power. Me, Kevin McCarthy. Now I get the power. Now I get to deal with everybody in this place.
And then he found out after the year how everything else went hell in a handbasket on him. Especially when the cycle came up to renew our budget. Every year I had to renew the damn budget, and everything else went hell in a handbasket. Another continuing resolution. Another continuing resolution. Another continuing resolution. They never came up with an actual budget bill. Just the CRs coming in, just to continue the funding. But got to the point where Kevin McCarthy was getting his ass kicked left and right. So that one thing that costed him his job was that one vote, that handshake. And he got screwed over by the same people he made the deals with. They didn't like the way he was dealing with the Democrats. And because he needed to get the budget passed to keep the government funded. Because here's the thing. If the continuing resolutions were not passing, if we didn't actually have a budget being passed at this point over here, the country would be in chaos. The markets would go to hell in a handbasket. And the political record would be on file. That this particular Congress, this particular Speaker of the House, would have brought down the government and the world economy one way or another. How'd you like to have that on that damn resume? So you have to keep filing the continuing resolutions so you can find an actual better budget to keep things going. Otherwise, it's an omnibus, an omnibus, an omnibus, an omnibus, an omnibus. They want a balanced budget. They never had a balanced budget for a decade or so. So here we are. So Mike Johnson is the current one. He took over Kevin McCarthy's spot after getting voted in. And McCarthy just walked on out. And for a short time, the House of Representatives last year, besides total chaos, didn't have a leader. Just an ad hoc. Mike Johnson, until he became permanent. Or somewhat. And because Johnson had to file in with the Democrats to keep the government funding, those people that McCarthy made deals with, all those Trumplicants, are they getting pushback from everybody else these days? I wonder. Because now, if you happen to work with a Democrat, it's like you're working with the devil on the other side. But the thing is, we're looking at the Trumplicans as demons at this point. So what's the difference? Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to be voting Mike out of office. She's already declared it. She's already filed the damn paperwork. This is like, I'm holding this against you. Do it our way or else. But the bill's already in. The continuing resolution's already been filed, and it had to be done today. And yeah, there had to be time for the House of Representatives and the Senate to file their amendments in this damn thing. And they didn't have the time. They all wasted time on this one. Both House and Senate. Mostly the House. They jerked off. So now, what do we got? We got a haphazard resolution going through the Senate right now. They got to take a look at the damn thing. They don't have that much time. They're going to be doing a midnight voting tonight on this one. Their time. And once it's passed, Biden will sign it, and we got money coming in through the government system again. If not, partial shutdown. Crash and burn. Not a total, but just partial, but it's still damaging enough anyway. It tells the world that our credibility has just gone, and our credit rating went just back down again. But these are the people we voted in. And for 2 weeks, they're going to have to listen to it from their own constituents, whether they're supporting them or not. And they're going to be, and the politicians are going to have to do a hell of a lot of tap dancing on this one. Yeah, they're going to be doing a hell of a lot of tap dancing on this one. And our little community of Kern. I don't even have a representative out there. We had to vote somebody in, but I don't know who took over the. Actually, a Republican actually took over the place. So maybe they're doing it temporary until we get the permanent going on, so that general. But if we happen to get a permanent, I'm hoping a Democrat. But the problem is, this is Trump territory, so we're going to get a Trumplican in office again. Probably just as screwed up as Kevin. Kevin decided to disappear for a while. He already had connections with other people left and right, so I don't think he's going to, he's going to show up for a while. He's going to disappear. He already screwed over the county anyway, and everybody else around here. But they all love him anyway. I don't know why. Weasel. Anyway. But now we've got our own government system that we still have to fund. And Ukraine is going to crash and burn for a little bit because they haven't got the congressional funding necessary to keep them going. Israel and Hamas, well, there was a U.S. resolution supposed to be going through the Security Council, which got nixed. China and Russia. Now we got back to square one on that one. Humanitarian aid is still trying to squeeze through, trying to stop a catastrophe, a major catastrophe. Israel worked on this one. Netanyahu is convinced he still wants to get rid of Hamas once and for all. I had to tell him, but these cockroaches are still there, and there's no way to get rid of the damn cockroaches. And they're going to be creating more and more monsters if we're going to be taking more and more drastic actions. There has to be a compromise in there somewhere. But they don't want to compromise, so... Oh, yeah. We're going to be starting World War III. Decide to be that, or decide to be a part of it. Because we are in for it, boys and girls. We are definitely in for it.